Hi everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 5, Episode 96 with me, Sid. And last episode, we made this fella here, the wood golem. We also did some work with the essence berry farm, and I have, in between episodes, made a book and quill, which we will come to in a moment. I just want to go over and answer a question first. So I mentioned that Neil had told me that the essence berries don't require darkness to grow in this, and we decided to put it to the test because all of the research I could find for the 1.7 version said that they do, and later versions said that they don't. However, they don't. They grow just as well in light. So this is still a much better solution. Have I got any to harvest? Any harvestables? Oh, there's one duplicatable. It's not harvestable, but it is duplicatable. So yeah, we are definitely going to stick. Ow, ow, ow! I need to stop walking on them things with my boots on, though. That's a definite. We're definitely going to stick with this being a lit space because it's actually, in all honesty, better if these places are lit anyway. We actually will take these up, and then we can preemptively get those down, and I'll just leave that where it is for the moment. So yeah, the results are in. They don't actually require darkness to grow, but you know, you can only get there's only certain limitations to what you can do, and sometimes you have to go and Google, and if you know Google says one thing, you have to assume that it's right. It's one of the actual drawbacks. Let me just eat these up. Nom 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 nom. Well, might as well have a me. Yeah, one of the drawbacks to the internet life is that, and it was certainly one that was spotted, well, I don't know, years ago when people first started with the interwebs. And effectively, anybody could become an authority on anything, quite literally on anything. Anyway, so you could go and look at websites, and you could see this. You find a website that claimed to be such and such a thing, and in fact it wasn't. It was completely inaccurate, and I've got burnt by this a couple of times when I've gone to use a site that claims to have royalty-free things, whether they're artwork or music or whatever, and they turn out, in fact, not to be. Now, you know, again, most people, when they contact you, say, well, you've used this illegally, you shouldn't have used it. If you go back and say, well, I'm dreadfully sorry, I got it from this site, which claimed it was open source, I'll change my stuff immediately and, you know, credit you accordingly and yada yada. Most people are okay with that, but you shouldn't have to do that. And there you go. Anyway, let me get away from these noisy things. And we'll have a look at the book, because I put a book in. I've got a book. I thought for some reason Bibliocraft was in this pack, and it's not. So I have a to-do list. XP Berry Farm, Golem Work, Ex Nihilo Crucible. We'll come back to these. Tinker's Size, expand the animal pens, upgrade the windmill. Now at the moment we did that. We're kind of working on that one. We're working on the Golem Work to, in this instance, actually upgrade the windmill, because I want to see whether I can get a Golem to operate a loom. However, there have been a number of comments since last things, and I found this really works well. Now, obviously, I'm not going to sign this, but things. So, comments. Rob Williams, if you go a bit deeper, you can get some useful loot. This is referring to the dungeons. There's tons of quartz blocks in the crypts, yep, and you can get a nice and enchanted loot from the armored mobs down there. Yeah, I'm sure that you do. The big one I want to find down there is diamonds, because I haven't found any yet. The best weapon down there I found was a big tinker's hammer. Put 2 blue red steel plates on it. Regen, knockback and looting. Fill the rest with quartz, and we'll one-shot just about any mob down there, unless in full armor. Okay. Sergeant Venomose, a great series, been binge watching on the weekends. Any chance of a world download? I will put a world download on my wiki page, which I have been really remiss in not updating for like, well, probably well over a year now. So I'll get that updated. Hopefully I'll get that down, but you know, I'll mention when it's up on the probably the next video or two. Also, ex nihilo crucibles are a thing so far. For me, I've needed to use an Ender IO tank as an intermediary. Okay, that's useful. Instructor, you don't really need both a fire starter and a flint and steel in your backpack. That'll free up a slot. Oh, let's go and check that. I love comments, and to be fair, I'm terrible at replying to comments. It's actually a there we go, one free slot, and thank you. Where are we? Naya 2008 says the amount of safe play in this dungeon delve is ridiculous. It's also exactly the way I play. I play incredibly safely just to ensure that I don't die. Because whereas I think there's a mentality in games, certainly you tend to find it these days, ooh, fruit, where if you can die and you just respawn, it doesn't really matter, you've not lost anything. Whereas I like to play on the basis of, oh hello, we're getting plums. Wow, that was handy. I mean, these aren't even trees yet, but doesn't matter, we'll harvest while we're at it. Oh, hang on, get rid of you. Stack. Yeah, might as well, eh? Be wrong not to. Yeah, so the kind of mentality of if the game actually has just respawning in it, then death isn't really a penalty. And yeah, I mean, that is obviously right. The mechanics are there to allow you to kick the bucket. We'll get these cocoa pods while we're at it. Stack. There we go. Lovely. Oh, hello, an extra plum. Always nice to have an extra plum. And whereas I tend to play or try to play this as if it were life, you know, we don't play life with the expectation of respawning because, you know, with the exception of certain religions, you don't. Well, you know, religious beliefs anyway. So yeah. Anyway, let's get back to golems because I'm waffling. Let me have a look at brick, and we need the fire brick, don't we? Which we need to make fire clay, which needs graphite and kaolinite. Okay, let's go and grab a stack of you and a stack of you, and we'll take a stack of clay with us. I don't think we need a full stack, but you know, we'll take it. And let's go and see whether we can actually not have to use them damn grindstones and just use this thing we've got over here, a saggy mill. This will be a lot quicker and a lot easier, and I don't have to faff around. Lovely. Right, well, let me just process these down and I shall be back in a moment. All right, we definitely, the sag mill is the way to go. You get slightly extra, you get slightly more returns off it, so that works. And well, you know, what's not to like about getting slightly more, eh? Let me just do you and then do that, and we'll make a bunch of that. I suppose we should try and just use up what we got there. Okay, and that's kaolinite. You can go in there. Clay can go over there, and the uses for this are, I don't want to nap it, I just want to cook it. Bricks, 4 for 2. Okay. Well, that's not going to help me a great deal then. Okay, there we go, and we'll do that, and that will make me 8. 4 logs. 1, 2, 3, 4, as opposed to candles. Oh, did the plum I missed? It doesn't matter. We'll live, and we can go and we can get these bowls out and put those in, pop those in, and using our handy dandy thingy, we can light that off, and they are cooking. Right. So that's got the brick side of things sorted. I also need to put those away. There we go. So what? Let's have a look at this. We need to have a look at the seal. Not, is it seal? Hang on. At Thorn. I can never remember what these things. I thought they were called seals, but they're not. They're animation cores. There we go. 4 of those and a nitor. Okay. Makes a core. Nitor. That is a little bit of. Hang on. Let me. Bit of glowstone with Potentia, Ignis, and Lux. Okay, we'll get one of them going. All the minerals, give me a bit of glowstone, thank you very much. And down here, so, oh, hello. I should clean up after myself. What are you? Motus, Census, Mortus, Motus, that'll make kind of sense. Spiritus and Humanus. So we need Ignis, Potentia, there at the end. And Luxy, there you go, plenty of Lux. And I actually do want to make a whole load of this at some point, but right now we'll just go with what we got, just what we need, because I'd like to use this a lot more to run my lighting around the base. I think it is it's always been one of my favorite light sources. Potentia and Lux, there we go. Right, so we use you with 4 of those. Okay, right, I'm going to be waiting on them. Back in a mo. Alright, it's firstly, oh, hang on, my hands are wet. I've just been painting between, you know, clips. And I appear to have something. Oh god, I don't want your bloody Canon inkjet printer stuff. I've got a Canon printer, and the bloatware it comes with keeps on nagging me to install things. One day I'll sort it. Right, we should have, all things being equal, 4 of those. I've got the nitor, so that's all good. So we can go over here, take that out, go plop, 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 and plop to get a animation core. Lovely. And then if we double check our Thermonomicon, we need to go and make a animation alright, column animation. That is not empty, that is a, oh no, I'm reading it as an empty animation core, whereas it's the animation core to empty. So we need to go with lucrum and vacuous. Okay, how much lucrum have I got? I don't know if I've got much at all. It's normally one of those that I end up with a ludicrous amount. Metallum, yeah, that should be enough, I think. Let me just double check that. 5 and 5. They're both relatively easy to come by, however. Vacuous, oh, we've only got 5 vacuous though. Let me just make some more vacuous. What's the best source for that? I know bowls work. Oops, too far. Barrels, bowls, bottles. Vials. Vials work. they're relatively cheap. Let me just put another 4 of those. This is just so, hang on, let me just double check what the recipe is for vials. That is just clay and glass, isn't it? So we can make a whole bunch of those. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and presumably we can do that. There we go. Right, and I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. There we go. Perfect. We'll cook those up. That'll give us, actually, let me, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I remember rightly, these things hold 8. I don't know why I'm doing it with a vial, but you know, I just wanted to double check something. It's a long time since I've done the 1.7 TerraFirmaCraft, and yeah, they do. Okay, so you can go and go into there. That can go over there. That can be cleared. And we need an empty. Perfect. Lucrum and vacuous. And then using that to make a use core, we need to do a minorly unstable. So I need a redstone comparator, a flint and steel, shears, and a lever. These ones are a bit of a pain because obviously, but what we should just double check is flint and steel from TerraFirmaCraft version, minor thing, and a redstone comparator uses just bricks. Ooh, new things. Okay, new things sneaking up on me. Let us go and work this one out then, shall we? So we need a lever and shears. Shears is 2 wrought iron knife blades. That's simple enough. Couple of wrought iron. 1, 2. We also need a couple of pieces of gold because we need to make a gold sheet. We're going to need some redstone. Let's just have a look at this again. 3 redstone torches and a crude circuit and some bricks. That was more complicated than I was anticipating. 1, 2, 3 bricks. Okay, ready stone. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lever. That is rock and a stick, if I remember rightly. That's really hard. And then we have a look at the uses of this again, and we need a flint and steel, which basically means I need to go and grab another flint and another steel. I also want to start heating this up, and it's going to have to be a unused flint and steel, obviously. So let's get those heating up. I'll come back for. I'll put the gold in. The gold I need to keep on top of. So that's the thing. But we can get that. And you know, it probably would have just been a damn sight quicker just to do this. You know, as is. Okay. So we've got a flint and steel. Whoa, and I know the actual arrangement of this doesn't matter as long as they are balanced. There's a weirdness going on there. Alright, I need to go and make those things. So 2 knives to make the flint and steel, to be shears, and we need to make this weird circuit. I'll get these done into a sheet and I'll be back in a moment. Alright, circuit. Oh, this is Let's bring that up a... Whoa, hang on. Damn you. Yeah, I took my eye off the ball and I got two... Luckily, I'd got these in because they melted completely. I am bad. I'm a bad person. But let's do this circuit first, and then we will see where we go. Let's take it up to orange again. Well, take it up to danger, and then we'll do the working on it. This is fine. It will never unless I bellowed it, which, you know, obviously would allow me to melt it. But right now we should be fine. Right, let's get you back into here with that. One, two, three, four. Nope. Crude circuit. So that with that gives us a redstone comparator, and then we can make the knife blade, which should be, oops, alright, we need to go right up, don't we? Nope. One. Let's stick that in there, and then let's get the other one done. I'll get this done. You've seen me do this before. Be back in a mo. Alright, there we go. Got everything. We'll pop that down and let's go. Well, I've got all the physical things we need. What I don't have yet is the aspects, and those are going to be interesting. The other thing I should do is I should check how many zombie heads we've got kicking around, because we really should be putting as much stabilization down here as possible while we're working on this. So let me just, we've got a couple more there. Let me have a little fertile around and see what I can find, and I'll be back in a second. Yeah, we have one or two additional. There we go. So what we shall do is, I don't want to go here, but I can go here and here and here and here. That's fine. And then we'll go there to there, and there to there, there to there, and there. So again, just balancing this absolutely as it should be. So there to there and there to there. Now this bit is going to be a little bit more awkward because I don't want to, well, we'll come back to that one later. Let us do there to there, and then we can do there to there and there to there, there to there, there to there. And now obviously the other thing, we wouldn't have been able to do this in later versions of TerraFirmaCraft, just because in the more recent versions of TerraFirmaCraft, because they really did nerf the ability to do this. So if I then go there to there, that should give me that. That will come from there to there, and that will go there to there, which will give me there to there. I've got two left and I can't reach anything. You know what, if that's not stable enough for this particular thing, I don't know. We'll worry about getting that down later. We can always move them around, but that should be stable. Right, so the uses for this are Instrumentum, Mechina and Humanus. Okay, so we definitely need to... Instrumentum I think we can get from flint. Let's have a look. Instrumentum, can you get it from flint? Yes, you can. Humanus we get from the fleshy blocks, that's fine. Instrumentum, blah blah blah. What was the other one I needed? I can't remember. Mechina. Mechina we get, I think is probably the cheapest source is trapdoors. Or is that a pressure plate? Pressure plate might work. But redstone works. But you only get one. Ah, you get 5 from thingy. So how much do I need again? Let me just have a look. So I need 20 mechanists, so 5 millstones will do the trick. Grindstones. Now let's have a look. So if I want a grindstone, no, quern, isn't it? Quern base. Hang on. Handstone. Get there eventually. So handstone is smooth stone and sticks, and you get 5 per. How much smooth stone have I got? I've got enough for 1. 2, 3. Don't know why gravel's doing in there, but loads. Alright, 1, 2. Okay, that's reasonable. 3 and 4. Do you know what? 5. So that's the... I'm not sure how I am for humanus, so we'll check that. I also need to go in... Oh, I've got some food on me. Let me eat quick. I also need to eat, so I'll get those cooked down and put away, and again I shall be back in a mo. Alright, we have everything. So, oops, Shift F and Control F, don't want to mine this up by accident. Everything is in place. Now bear in mind we've got no spares, so stability is going to be an issue. Which is why I am going to run around the outside and really hope that if it does zap, it zaps off rather than destroys. I still love that. It's one of my favourite animations. It's just a shame that TerraFirmaCraft is, as an us, you know, stopped with TerraFirmaCraft. Although there's always the chance that it will get supported by somebody else. I'm not going to be hopeful because obviously we've not seen it now since what things. There we go, a used core. Excellent. Right, tidy up after yourself. Mechina, humanus, instrumentum. A responsible thaumaturge always tidies up after themselves. Lux, Messis, Mechina, Instrumentum, Ignis, Instrumentum, Humanus. There we go. Right, so we've got this fella. We've got things. Now this is only going to be one guy doing one thing, but will he actually work? Let's... Really? He's going to be doing this, are we? Thank you. Is it going to work? The answer is I don't know, by the way. But what we can find out is if we place that down and we place you on that with a use core, and then, oops, maybe he knows to use it, I think. How do we get you to work that? All right, so you are going to be sneak, right click. On the block. Let's just give it some jute fibre then. Why are you... I've got a sneaking suspicion he's not going to... Let's try you again. Sneaking. He's off. He's working. Oh, hang on. We definitely need a screenshot of him working on that. Now, if I... This is it. All I need to do is let him do the work. I stock it up. Amazing. I am very, very, very happy with that. I think on that note, I'm not entirely sure how long I've been recording, but I'm probably guessing I'm very close to time. We'll leave him there for a moment, just, you know, doing his thing. I need to obviously sort my inventory a little bit as well, but let us just quickly go and check on our berries. Wow. Oh, I didn't bring any crook with me, so what we'll do is we'll grab them, and then that one's not there, so we should be good to place all of these away. Oh, hang on. Hello. Any more? Yep, there's one back there. Right, so let me get these out. I think we should be good to complete this farm, this one as well, which means it will be a thing we can knock off the to-do list, which would be great. But it means now we are at least in a position where I don't need to make fabric. Well, I can supervise now. I'm going to work on the basis that if I had, let me see how we're going here. I've got a sneaking suspicion I might be getting close to done. Let's have, oh yeah, almost certain. Oh, no, there's one more. Yeah, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we don't need to put any more down. That's us all done. So yeah, Essence Berry Farm is done. Well, except for that bit there. Let's just go and harvest some more essence berries. I'm not going to apply these constantly to myself at this stage. I think I'm just going to hold on to them. But we can. Oh, hello. That's not good. I don't need either of those now, but let's run for it. Yeah, we are in a good place. We've achieved something. Let's go and mark it off the list. So as I've said before, I am more than a little bit crap at replying to comments, but we can mark. Oh, this is the only problem, of course, is you can't navigate around. So golem work done. These are the things we need to look at there. I'll update them next episode, but until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon, and bye for now.